Actually, I'm going to close this guy and check him in while I'm doing the other one. All right. So one thing I wanted to go over real quick is this looks just like a design file as we've done in the past. These are line work, everything else. So again, this is the file we'll be using for plans. And as you can see, if I hover over it, you can see it's coming from a corridor. It's got a feature definition associated to it. It's got all of those elements associated to it. What it is these are then references of, and you can see I have the 3D turned off because I don't really want to see my components or anything of that nature right now. I want to see just my line work. So you can see I have on all my 2D, these are all my 2D files. So these are all corridors, live corridors that I'm utilizing for my plan sheets. A couple of things that this does is this helps us as we progress. So we'll still have, that working 2D design file where we start setting things up, different things like that. We may start turning those into intelligent controls. But what we really want to end up with is our corridor line work because that's always live, that's always being updated, and it's a derivative of what we would be delivering even right now for information only, in the future as a main deliverable. So these are all corridors. You can see they're all, you see some of the cut fill lines, the sidewalks, curbs, all those different things are all in here. So this is what we're using as that corridor design, that container file for all of our plan sheets. So not only is it used for that, it also gets used for, other disciplines. If they need to see any of my line work, this is the design file. This is the design model that people will reference to utilize. It also is something that I can utilize for when I get down the road using possibly design reviewer, infrastructure cloud through Bentley, of reviewing 3D models, of doing QA, QC, and through the model themselves. Well, I have the model itself in a file. I can utilize this file for that. Again, it's referencing it, and it's one source of truth. Now I have my quarters that I'm doing. I have one source of truth that everything is feeding into for all of my deliverables. So that's one of the main reasons behind this, is that's why we utilize the corridor files for those reasons. That way it shows up on the plan sheets the way it should, and it's also a derivative of everything else. So that's really what this container file is. It's references of all your corridors. And again, that's why it's a live nest of one, because when I reference this into my plan production, I have to do a nest depth of one so that it brings those corridors with it. So that was the last thing I really kind of wanted to touch on before we jump into plan production. So